all of you. I call everyone to attention. Kindly, let's all stand for the national anthem.
Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Morning, let's pray. Our Father and our God, we thank you. We thank you for who you are. We thank you for your mercies that are new every day. We thank you for even this particular day that you've given unto us just to launch our sustainability report. We thank you for even our guests go ahead of us as we do our the day-to-day activity. We thank you, we honor you. It is in Jesus' name I pray and believe. Amen.
Thank you, Jennifer. We can all take our seats now. So once again, good morning and welcome to the launch of our 3.0 Sustainability Report launch. The Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Honorable Aiden Duale, Director General, National Environment Management Authority, Mr. Mamo B. Mamo, distinguished business leaders, and the media present today, all protocols observed, good morning. We are here not just to launch a report, but to continue igniting a conversation about our planet, our choices, and our collective future. Sustainability isn't just a trend or a line or a hot topic to discuss. It's our responsibility, each and everyone's legacy, and at the heart of everything we do here at Biofoods. So, as we dive into this today, let's remember every action, every small step that we're making brings us closer to a future that we can be so proud of. So let's make it count today for our people and for the generations to come. My name is Ella Jemima Waigi. I'll be your MC for today. For housekeeping, if you would like to relieve yourself, the bathrooms are straight down as you exit on the right. And on this other side, on the left, we do have our wait staff who can be able to top you up with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or a juice. Now, we're going to get right into it. It is my pleasure to introduce someone who truly embodies our commitment to sustainability. Her passion, her dedication, her forward-thinking approach has been instrumental in making this report. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on stage our very own Rosalie Ruaru.
Thank you, Ella. The Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Honorable Aiden Duale, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Environment and Climate Change, Honorable Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, Director General, Nairobi National Environment Management Authority, Babul Bimamo, and distinguished business leaders and media present, all protocols observed. Good morning. It is truly a unique opportunity to have a community and an ecosystem that has been part of our sustainability journey. Each one of you has, in your own unique way, enabled our sustainability wheel to be moving. And it's my honor to present to you what we consider our highlights for this particular report for this year, which has been our best year yet. So I'm just going to get right into it. For the highlights that are going to be highlighted in this particular report, the first one and the main one, and one that we're very, very proud of, is that we became B Corp certified, which is a global sustainability certification that just proves and shows, thank you very much, that proves and shows that we're not just doing sustainability, but it's part of our business. It's incorporated in every decision that we make. And then part of what also happened last year, which is reducing our factory waste by 30%. And this has been a collaborative effort between the procurement team and the people in production. They are working more efficiently, and the procurement team has gotten ways in which that we can actually reuse and recycle that particular factory waste. The other one has been that we've been able to reduce 25% of the amount of water that we used in producing each and every kilogram of product compared to what we used in 2022. And one of my favorite projects has been the successful transition to clear bottles, which, thank you very much. This has been, I think this is an industry changer, because what this does is it makes it 100% recyclable. Not that white PET is not recyclable, but clear PET is better for the recycler. So it's very attractive to the recyclers, and this is in alignment with our goals and the national goals. Okay. The other one, which has been a culmination of everything that we've done, which is reducing the waste, reducing the water, has been we were able to reduce our intensity carbon emission by 6.4%, and our company's production actually grew by 20%. So the comparison between the amount of carbon emission and the production done in last year was very interesting, because our production grew by 20%. So you'd expect that the carbon emissions would actually grow, but that came down, which proves that an organization can actually grow financially and volume-wise while reducing their carbon footprint at the same time. So sustainability is doable, it's affordable, and it won't end up affecting the amount of money that you spend. It's actually better for the environment, better for everyone in the organization. And then the other thing would be, we pay our people a living wage, which is 114% more than the minimum gazetted wage. So the numbers for that is, the gazetted wage for a general worker in Nairobi, Kenya, is 15,201 shillings to be exact in the year 2023. In the year 2023, we were paying our people, the general workers, a living wage of 32,500 plus benefits. And as my good boss would say, that has been our best year yet. So investing in people never fails you. Invest in the right people and your company is going to grow. We were also able to get more than 39% of our company's energy coming from the solar. So our God-given sun has been helping us get energy, and that has heavily, one, reduced our cost for electricity, and secondly, reduced our carbon footprint. Though, I should mention that even as it stands, Kenya's footprint when it comes to energy is very low, because our combination of energy is green. We have wind, we have geothermal, we have, we have some, and other ones that are green. So our footprint as it stands is very low as a nation, but having solar as incorporated in our system makes it a bit lower. And then finally, for our farmers, we were able to implement the biostewardship standards. This is a list of things that we we've advised our farmers to do, which include employee welfare, animal welfare, and also environmental conservation. So this looks like treating their employees well, because we very well know that there are people who are not treated very well in the farms, taking care of your animals. A happy cow, exactly. And then also, that also leads to very good productivity, reducing the carbon footprint of every kilogram of milk that's produced, which eventually leads to environmental conservation. And finally, let's continue to lead the change. Us who are here, we are clearly leading the change. And let's grow responsibly while feeding sustainably. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rosa. Please, she's our superstar. Please give her another round of applause. And if you forget anything today, please don't forget, a happy cow is a productive cow. But because our CS is here, maybe we might discuss camels, right? Is that something that we can start talking about? Possibly, right? So now, with what Rosa has shared with us, I would like us to wrap that up by playing a video that embodies basically what Rosalie has said, what our story is all about, and what we are continuously committing to do as a business.
At Biofoods, sustainability isn't just a role, it's a guiding principle, our way of doing business. We also believe that growing responsibly means feeding our community sustainably. From the farm to the factory and every step in between, our aim is to make a positive impact in our world today and for future generations.
We're more than a business partner to our farmers. We're part of their journey. Our goal is to help them grow, whether it's through training on best feeding practices, cow comfort, or supporting them during tough times. Together, we're building a resilient dairy industry. By paying our farmers fairly and providing them with the tools to farm sustainably, we're making sure that every drop of milk not only feeds you and me, but supports the hands that produce it. Because feeding sustainably means we're all thriving together. We believe if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together.
We've invested in solar energy to power our facilities, reducing our dependence on the grid. Solar energy allows us to operate more efficiently and reduce our carbon emission, because we believe that growing responsibly starts with clean energy. Harnessing the sun's power is not just about cost efficiency, it's about securing sustainable future for all. We are committed to using renewable energy to ensure our operation leaves the lightest possible footprint.
We redesigned our packaging to reflect our commitment to reducing waste. Our clear fresh milk bottles and repurposed yogurt tubs were designed to minimize our environmental footprint. By using recyclable materials, we ensure our products nourish without adding to the burden on waste. Every tub repurposed, every bottle recycled is a first step to a circular economy and a clean planet, right? Because feeding sustainably is not just about the food produced, it also is about how we package and deliver it to you.
At Biofoods, we take waste management seriously. Our colored bins help us ensure that every bit of waste is properly sorted and disposed of. It is a simple system, but it makes a world of a difference. This ensures we maximize recycling, reducing what ends up in the landfills to protect future generations.
Innovation drives us forward, from exploring eco-friendly packaging to reducing resource consumption in production. Our R&D team is committed to ensuring that sustainability is not just a goal, but a reality. Because growing responsibly means constantly improving. Every new product and every innovation is an opportunity to do better, feeding sustainably while protecting the planet.
As we look ahead, we remain committed to scaling up our sustainability successes. Together with our partners, our employees, and our communities, we will build a brighter, more sustainable future. Thank you for being part of our sustainability journey.
Isn't that just amazing? right? And what we say at Biofoods, this is not the end of the journey. We're just scratching the surface. We have so much to do. And I'm going to invite someone who has, this future, whatever it is that we are thinking about. And as I said last time, I'll say it again today because it doesn't get old to me. It doesn't get old to Bio because he's a true visionary, he's a thought leader, and he's a man on the path to transform this industry. And not just for Biofoods, but for the country and the region that we find ourselves in. Our very own Executive Chairman and CEO, Joachim Westerveld.
Habari zenu? Hamjambo? Hamjambo tena? Waziri, welcome. And Gigi Mumo, I think I have the list. Yeah. I really appreciate distinguished guests, all protocols observed. I'm speechless when you introduce me like that because it puts a lot of pressure on me. Welcome. I think super happy that you're all here today. It's a very proud moment for many reasons. And when I was watching, we've had all these Gen Z discussions, right? I think what we're seeing here today is how Gen Z is leading the way, isn't it? So I want to give our superstar Rosa another very big applause. She's one of our many Gen Z stars that we have that are driving us forward. And the good thing, and I'm going off script now, but that's what I always do. The good thing with people like Rosa is, the Gen Zers, what I found, they have a lot of exposure, they learn very fast, and they don't keep quiet. In other words, right, Rosa? If you don't like something, you raise your hand. But that's helpful, right? Because the sustainability journey is a journey that requires people to raise their hand and says there's a better way. We need to go this direction. And I really think that we at Bio have harnessed a whole group of young people throughout our company that are actually constantly raising their hand and asking, can we do better? Can we do it faster? Can we do it cleaner? Can we do it with less impact? And I'm very, very proud and honored to lead that team. What do I do now? Which button? This one? Yeah, done. Finished. Which button? This one. So I think what is very important to realize, we are a mission-driven company. What does that mean? We are not in the business purely to make profit. What we are doing is we are building a world where everyone has access to safe and healthy food now and in the future. And I think for today's meeting, the now and in the future is very important. We believe, and we've brought that to the core of whatever we do, that what we do today needs to be conducive to the world tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the year after tomorrow, so that our children's children can live in a prosperous, healthy environment, right? And I think you've heard it. It also means that we are not doing this journey on our own. And we believe, and we actually have the experience, and Rose already alluded to it, that if you put people and planet before profit, profit will soar. And I'm not going to boost too much, but I can tell you in the last 2 years, this company has invested more in the environment, has invested more in its people than it has ever done before. But the beauty is, if you check our audited accounts, our profit is also higher than it has ever been before. And that is because doing the right thing and making sure that you invest in people always pays off. And if there's one message that I would like everyone, also the people at home that are watching this, to take out, if you put people and planet before profit, profit will soar and profit will be sustainable. And I'm very proud of that. And again, I would like to give a big applause for the Bio team for making that happen every day. Our how, and I think Waziri already alluded to it. I think you're a Bio convert since 2 days. Let's give the Waziri an applause for that. We are grateful. People trust us because the how of our business, we provide our families with the safest, healthiest, cleanest dairy products when they want them, right? That is not a mean feat. We do a lot of work with our farmers in the supply chain to make sure, and we work together. I'm very happy that KDB is represented here as well. We do a lot of work with our farmers to make sure that they make profit, because not only are happy cows producing cows, I can also tell you profitable farmers are happy farmers, are high producing farmers. So let's give our farmers also an applause. We do a lot of work to make sure that the quantity and quality of milk in Kenya improves. And I was already alluding that in a small session we had this morning. That is not something that bio does on its own. We believe that we have systemic issues in Kenya. We have a systemic issues in terms of farmer profitability, farmer productivity, and the quality of the milk that they produce. And as Ella already said, if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. So we are very grateful that we have actually partnered with KDB and a lot of other dairy processors to make sure that we're together start on a journey to make sure that farmers produce more milk, better milk, and that they're profitable. Because ultimately, if we want to feed our nation, right, with clean and healthy products, we need to tackle this problem together. And that again goes back to our mission that we're building a world. It's not about bio, it's about us. And lastly, we delight our consumers by providing them the safest, cleanest, healthiest, and best tasting products where and when they want. That is our mission, and I think you will see in everything we do that we are mission driven, so we do what is right over what is convenient, right? And that is also the context of what we're doing here today, yeah? This report, I'm sorry to say, is actually a byproduct. It is not, we did not start this journey to be able to report. We started the journey of sustainability because we said it's the right thing to do. And on that journey, at some point we said, in order to be accountable to ourselves and to know whether we are successful, we need to start measuring, right? So we brought consultants in and they helped us to measure. And that's why we now see all these metrics of CO2 reduction, et cetera, et cetera. And once we had that information in place, we said, if we're true to our mission, we should share this with the world to try and get other people along, right? But ultimately what we're discussing here today and the report we are presenting is a report that we as a company use for internal accountability to make sure that we make progress every year towards our goal of building a more sustainable world. So, we had a discussion with Mumu this morning. We were talking about educating people on waste, right? We were actually discussing people are throwing things into the environment. And what I discussed, do we have a bottle somewhere, a plastic bottle? Anyway, I went in front of the team and I showed them a plastic bottle. And I asked them, how long will it take for this bottle to disintegrate? People said 2 weeks, 1 month, 5 months, 10 months, right? Jennifer, you were there. The moment we told them it actually takes 500 years, the room went quiet. But that is the secret, because the moment you know that plastic bottle is going to take 500 years, then you will not throw it out of the window, right? Because you think what I throw out of the window will still be in Kangemi or in Milimani or in Kilimani or in Isli or wherever, in Isiolo, for 500 years. So education and awareness is very important. Another very important point is to realize that we lose about 430 million liters of water in Kenya every year. This is huge, right? I think, again, for the people at home, let's realize this. Oh, it's going automatic. That's great. Is that a cue that I have to go faster? Okay, I'll speed up, right? That is a cue also for us as a company. When we realize these numbers, it pushes on us the responsibility to start acting faster. And I'll tell you what we're going to do about it. And lastly, I think everyone that has traveled through Kenya sees that we're losing a lot of soil health, right? By deforestation, but also by non-rotational agriculture, right? Planting maize, no rotational crop. What you'll see over the years is that soil will degrade, isn't it? So the problem that we're finding ourselves in, and I'm extremely happy that Wazir is here today, one of the key problems we have in Kenya is that there's an inverse relationship between the population growth and our agriculture productivity, isn't it? Our agriculture productivity is going down while we need to feed more people. So this is a core issue that we have to address. And how we're going to address it by making sure that we help farmers to become more productive, that they apply the right and regenerative dairy practices. And that's one of the commitments that we make as a company that we want to contribute to. So, as Ella says, and I already alluded to it, the report is something of the past. What is much more interesting is talk about the future. What are our plans? And Buona CS and Buona DG, I hope next year you come back and you check whether we've actually delivered on our promise, right? So what is our promise? We're going to advance our water conservation by 15%. That means we're going to reduce another 15% of water consumption per kg of product produced. I know Rosa is going to kill me when I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is not our ambition. Maletje, our ambition is to, how much water are we going to recycle in the future? 80%. We are going to work towards recycling 80% of the water, right? And again, I hope that by the end of next year when we're here again, that we can report much more than this 15%. So we're going to, just to tell you, we're going to capture the water that we use in production, we're going to put it in storage, then we're going to clean it, filter it, and reuse it. So that ultimately we'll become more autonomous and we don't consume and waste more water. And I think the GG will be very happy, because even your people have to test less whether we're putting something out in the environment which is right. Yeah? Thank you. That's number one. The second, very important, if you watch this video carefully, there was one thing that hurts my eyes. Remember when our people were packing the milk? What were they packing it in? Plastic and carton, right? That's pure waste and it's single use. It's very hard to recycle. So this year we're going to be moving to crates. So we're going to do away with the secondary packaging. We're going to be distributing our products in crates which are returnable, so that we are going to eliminate a lot of plastic and carton. That's another commitment we're making this year. The third one is we have made a hard commitment, and Joyce will be very happy with this, and I think the DG and Wazir again. We have made a commitment that by 2026 we want to have included 50% of recycled PET in our packaging. That means That means we are then on the way to become circular, because our holy grail is bottle to bottle. Bottle goes out, is collected, recycled, brought back into PET, and we can make a bottle out of it. Big journey, and we're very happy to partner with Joyce and with NEMA to make this happen. There's a lot of work to be done, but I do believe with the very big support of the administration and the determination of the administration, as well as with the Producer Responsibility Organization, we can pull it off, and we have to pull it off. Thirdly, we will be investing, and we are already investing in regenerative farming, right? So we have started a project together with Lato, and there you go, if you want to go far, go together. Lato in starting a regenerative fodder project, which means we're producing fodder and then we're putting cover crops to help basically re-enrich the soil. What we have so far achieved is 30% more production per acre, right? And double the dry matter content. And I will not bore you with the math, but it means that in fact we're reducing the feed cost for the farmer by 60%, right? So not only is it regenerative, it is also helping the farmer to be able to feed their cows with high quality feed at a much lower price. So that catches two birds or kills two birds with one stone. It's regenerative, it means it's sustainable, but at the same time it's helping farmers to be more profitable. So we're very proud of that. And lastly, we are going to drive our carbon footprint down further this year. That means we're currently growing at about 40%, so it's a big job because automatically your carbon footprint will go up, but we will be achieving further reduction of our CO2 intensity in 2024 and 2025. And I think that's the end, isn't it? Good, I just wanted to make sure. As you can see, sustainability is in our DNA. And I want to leave this stage with a message. Believe us, we have tried. We believe that if you want to show you don't talk, you do. And we are doing. And we're showing that it's possible to put planet before profit, deliver great results in terms of sustainability, build a healthy business with healthy people for healthy consumers. And we're very proud of that. I also leave this stage with an invitation. As we said, we're true to our words. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So we invite anyone, whether competitor, farmers, dairy processors, anyone, to come to us. We'll show you how we do it, because this is a systemic problem and a systemic challenge that needs a systemic solution. So I leave our hand as Bio is open. Come and join us. Come and join us on this journey. And again, we really appreciate the presence of the CS and the DG here. Asanteni sana.
Okay, so I promise we're not going to use this again. Clearly, it's not working. It's not supporting our agenda for today. So another round of applause for our boss, please. He is our vision bearer, and we are very happy. We are very, very happy to be led by a man like him. Up next, we have a special guest who probably knows Kenya's environment better than anyone else here today. It is not every day that we get to hear directly from the key architect. It is not every day that we get to hear from the key architect. My goodness, this word, It is not every day that we get to hear directly from one of the key architects of our environmental policies. So we're definitely in for a treat today. So please help me welcome on stage the Director General, National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, Mr. Mamo B. Mamo.
Thank you so much. Our Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Aden Duale, Chairman, distinguished invited guests, good morning. I know Waziri is committed. I will only make 3 points. One, I want to heartily congratulate Biofoods for the launch of their sustainability report. Thank you for your commitment to sustainable business practice and to reduce your ecological footprint. You've shown leadership in environmental sustainability. Congratulations. Waziri, I want to confirm that this morning I was looking at their annual environmental audit, and I was very particular about how they are managing their waste and transitioning from the containers that were not clear to a container that is quite clear, and you can see the milk inside, and that will enhance recyclability. So circularity is key. Congratulations for that. I think we need to mainstream environmental sustainability in all our operations, from greening our staff by educating them on the importance of environment, greening our infrastructure, which you need to improve because we need a natural light in this building. You can see we are still using the lights, which we shouldn't be using. Those are the small things that contribute to environmental sustainability. Even at our homes, we need to move to our homes and ensure that what we do here, we also practice at home. We also need to look at 3 Ps: people, planet, and the profit. And I'm happy that you are taking the first 2 very serious, people and planet. We do not have planet B. This is the only planet that we have, and we must ensure that we take care of our planet. Waziri has participated in many of these launch for the banks, KCB, ABSA, and many others. But we need to ensure that we implement these sustainability reports. It's good to launch them, but it's also important that we implement this. Then lastly, I think Biofoods are among the first companies that has joined PRO, KEPRO, and I think they are doing extremely well. Congratulations for that. Waziri, the very last also, most ministries, departments, and government agencies are also reporting on environmental sustainability. Every quarter, we receive the reports at the NEMA from ministries, governments, departments, and agencies. What we are not receiving is from the county governments, and I'm sure Waziri will take it up. Then for the 15 billion tree growing campaign, kindly, all of us, let's participate and include it as one of our sustainability reporting agenda for 15 billion tree growing campaigns. The bottom line, this is our environment, it's our life, and our individual and collective responsibility. Asanteni sana.
No. Please don't go. Please come back. Come back. And I'm sure, as he will tell you, if the environment would manage itself for one day, would get a day off, wouldn't you? But now it's not happening. Kazi lazima tufanye, sio? Sawa. Na ni sisi tunafanya kazi. Now, because wewe ndio uko at the helm, I want you to help me invite on stage the true visionary of this commitment, right? Please help me invite the CS.
Asante sana. Now it's my humble duty to invite our cabinet secretary. Karibu sana waziri moja. 1, 2, 3. Karibu sana.
Please be seated. I'm a very loyal customer of this company, particularly the milk. And I was telling the chief executive officer, I was with some business friends and where we usually take tea, and we are asking the young guy who makes tea for us, this tea is not looking, this coffee is not good. Then one guy said, no. From tomorrow you start buying bio milk. And then we met yesterday around 5, 6 there. And we confirmed, a number of us, including myself. So thank you. The CEO of Biofoods, the DG NEMA, distinguished guests, staff, and management of Biofoods, good morning. It's a very great pleasure for me to join you for the launch of the Biofood Sustainability Report, themed Growing Responsibly and Feeding Sustainably. This occasion marks a significant milestone, not just for Biofood, but for our nation as we continue to forge path towards a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous future. We live in a time when the call for sustainability is more urgent than ever before. Climate change, environmental degradation, social inequality, and economic instability demand that our immediate and sustainable attention. The choice we make today will define the world we leave behind for our future generation. Ladies and gentlemen, the launch of the Biofood Go Sustainable Report clearly demonstrates the company's significant contribution and the strength of the partnership between the private sector and the government of the Republic of Kenya. And I'm not saying it for the sake of it. I am very, very happy this morning. I mean, I have attended many of such launch. But this morning I have seen facts and figures, and I am sure if I will be in the ministry by next year, I'll come back and see whether this has been implemented. And I think other manufacturing companies and industry players, I'll pass the message. They must do this. And I told Mamo last night, before I come, I hope this company is not one of the 45 companies that don't even care about how they dispose of their waste. And Biofood, I want to confirm to the country, is not one of it. Is one of the most, the best company that takes care of our environment. The ministry's strategic plan, our priority in resource mobilization and collaboration requires organizations like Biofood to take very proactive steps in investing in sustainable practice that drive long-term resilience, economic growth, and environmental stewardship. Sustainability is no longer a peripheral issue. It's not something that any serious company can just put it as an AOB. It's central to the survival and the success of Kenyan business, success of our communities, and also our nation. It encompasses the responsible use of resources, the equitable distribution of wealth, and the protection of our natural environment. Food security plays a very important and crucial role in this, ensuring that all our individuals have access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious and healthy food. This not only supports the health and the well-being of our population, but also strengthening our local economies and reduce resilience. Furthermore, sustainability involves fostering resilience in our economic systems, ensuring that they can withstand and adapt to the shocks and stresses of an increasingly complex global landscape. As we celebrate this milestone, I am reminded of the alignment between the objectives outlined in the biofood sustainability journey and our own ministry's plan for Plan 2023-2027. This comprehensive roadmap is designed to strengthen environmental governance, advance climate change, adaptation, mitigation, conserving our forests and natural resources, and promoting the sustainable use of these assets for both the current and future generations. And you know, Kenyans, they don't read their constitution. That's unfortunately. They leave it to lawyers and you watch them on TV. But as a person who has been a leader of majority for many, many years and who put a lot of laws into place, in the preamble of our constitution, preamble number 4, it obligates every citizen to protect and preserve the environment for the current and the future generation. In fact, it says it's one of our heritage. And there's a big difference between when the framers of a constitution put an item in the preamble and not an article of the constitution. The preamble is key. So it's an obligation on government, it's an obligation on private sector, public sector, and everybody. Biofood illustrates the private sector capacity to drive meaningful change through its commitment to sustainable products and environmental responsibility by minimizing factory waste, optimizing water usage, promoting circular supply chains, and the company aligns all these closely with what is in our ministry's top priority. In fact, the issue that I discussed with the DG is what I've seen this company is doing. This gentleman called Mamo. You know, he comes from an area where names are very rare. It's very hard to find names. So in Marsabit, you have to repeat names, particularly certain parts of Marsabit. So every day I ask him, when are we shifting from linear to secular, waste management? As a government, we recognize our role in creating enabling environment for collaboration. We are committed to working hand in hand with the private sector and other stakeholders like Bio to ensure our policies, regulations, framework support both our sustainable development. Our national goals can only be achieved if we all pull in the same direction with a shared sense of purpose and determination. As a ministry, we are committed to providing a robust regulatory framework and creating an enabling business environment. Environmental Management and Coordination Act, known as EMCA, and the Kenya National Climate Change Action Plan ensures industries, including dairy production, operate sustainably and align with the national environmental goals. I want to extend my congratulations to Biofoods for the launch of this very important sustainability report. Your commitment to sustainability is commendable, is visible, and is implementable. And it's also making a tangible difference in many of the lives of our citizens. As we move forward, let us remember that achieving a sustainable future is a collective endeavor. It requires dedication and effort of each one of us. And by continuing to work together, we can build a future that is not only successful, but also sustainable. one that we can proudly pass on to the next generation. You know, I want to share with you that there's something that a law that is called within the EMCA Environmental and Social Assessment Report. But before even you start anything, before you start even building a company similar like Bio, NEMA must give you a license. And many people don't know why that license, why that report. The end goal of that environmental and social impact assessment is two objectives. One is to make sure that you commit and you are there, that what you are doing, the project you are putting in place, however important it is to the country, however important it can bring more revenue to the country, that project protects the environment. And secondly, and more important, that project, when it takes off, it must be a sustainable project and for the good of the nation. And I was telling the Council of Governors and many people, you can play around with the laws. You can be bribed. You can be compromised. But the people who will never be compromised, at least as long as I'm a minister, is NEMA. I told them they can go get all the license, but if they don't have the NEMA license, nobody can move in this country. True or false? Yeah. Because, you know, we have the best constitution. We have the best laws in our country. But we have a problem. And the problem is impunity. I mean, you can drive on the highway back to town and you find a truck contracted by the city council, the city county of Nairobi, carrying garbage, and the garbage is falling on the highway. That is unacceptable. I mean, somebody somewhere is not doing his work. So we are going, this week I'm going to, I don't know why you are keeping it. This week I need to gazette the color coded in terms of waste. So that when you walk to any particular public place, like a mall, you must have all the bins. The one for the waste, for the dry waste, for the waste, wet waste, the one that can be recycled. And soon, NEMA must tell us when a private garbage collector collects garbage from your house, he must tell us where he's going to dump that garbage. Because he's not collecting for free, you pay for it. Am I right? So when he collects these days, what they do, the moment they leave your premises, they go dump in Nairobi rivers. They go dump on the highway. They look for any space around a bio factory here. Even some just dump around here. So the people who are given that job, who do that business, there must be traceability. The ones who carry clinker, cement factories. You know, we did, I told him to do an assessment on air pollution. Big cities like Nairobi need to have equipments that can assess air pollution. Nairobi doesn't have, as big as it is. It's the headquarter environmental capital of the world. Is where UNEP is. You know, Nairobi is the environmental capital of the world. UNEP, the only UN body in charge of environment in global south, is in Nairobi. And do you know where the worst serious pollution takes place? It's in Mavoko. Because of those steel and cement factories. So Kenyans who live around Mavoko are victims of air pollution. The law is very clear. You can't put a club in a residential area. But clubs are usually put, and I'm sure those of you who have gone out, they are put in CBDs. When people leave offices, that's where clubs now takes over at night. But here in Kenya, you have clubs in the center. People, the staff here, when they leave this busy factory, they want to go and do homework with their children. They want to go and sleep. I mean, getting a good sleep is a very strong ingredient of your health. So I've started cracking down on some of the clubs. And if you want to do a club in a residential area, then there are certain things you must comply with. You must comply with the noise proofing. And I really want to, because one of the senior leaders in the media industry is here, Paul Ilado. You know, the media must help us. The media spends a lot of time reporting on politics. I don't know why. I've seen it in this country. And it's not only in Kenya, it's everywhere. If you watch even CNN, 90% of it is politics. But you know, you must dedicate some time to environment. And shame the companies that are not compliant with the environmental. Yeah, the 145 industries that we have given restoration orders the last 1 month are industries that don't want to comply and tell us how they discharge the effluent from their factories. And instead, they put it in Nairobi River. And I want to assure you on behalf of the President, Nairobi rivers will not be the same again. That one you can take it from me. Even if I leave this ministry, at least the President will not leave the presidency until 2027. Me, I can leave the ministry. But him, he'll be there. Inshallah, he'll be there. So, and he has made a commitment. London, Thames River at one time was sludge. You just read to the sludge. And today, it's a harbor. It's a transport corridor. So, Bayo, we are very, very proud this morning. Very, very proud. When you wrote me the letter, I said I'll go. And as I told you, I told him, I work for the people of Kenya. So I must know the corners. If the president even asks me, do you know where Bayo is? I should say, yeah, I can take you there. You must have heard him one time saying, when I asked my ministers and my PSS, that it's very bad. And let me talk to the corporate managers who are here. It is very, very bad when you ask a question in your department and you say, sir, let me go check it. Sir, let me go check it. Let me consult. That is the highest level of incompetency. I carry a file in my car of the major things in my ministry. So even on the highway, if the president calls me, I look at it and as he's talking, I check and answer. If you hear anybody telling you, what are the numbers? If you are the financial director and you ask the numbers and you say, give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You should just go home. So when I was told Bayo, I said, I must go. And I'll go to every corner. You know, if I'm going there now for a meeting, if you ask me, where are you from? I'll tell him I'm from Bayo. This is what they do. This is what's happening. We work for the people of Kenya. At the worst, I'm going to Baku, the COP29 from Saturday. The main things which are being discussed is what you have discussed here. Reducing emission, carbon credit, carbon markets, from linear to circular waste management. So this morning I'm a very, very proud public servant. And please, I will also be your marketer. I'll tell many people I see that if you want very good tea and good coffee, I have tested you. You can test. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. And now it's my honor and pleasure to launch the sustainability report of biofoods. Thank you very much.
All right, so what we will do is we will just face straight and proceed on to my right, where we will do the official launch. And how we will do this is we'll set a timer. So we are starting. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Thank you very, very much for the official launch of Biosustainability Report. This is truly an honor. Extremely well done, Rosalie Droaru. This is absolutely amazing. Media, please, it's your field day. Take all the photos that you want. Please, Joyce, Mary. The small ones. I get you the small ones. Or these ones. Yeah, you can get the small ones. Yeah? Okay. Jennifer Fernandez. Can we please get a few copies of the sustainability report? Some copies of the sustainability report so that we can be able to take some images. Waithera, why are you not here? Please come and join us. It has truly been a labor of love. Very well done. This is absolutely amazing. Then I would also like to introduce a BioExco team. Please join me here. BioExco, let's take a photo as we wait for the sustainability reports to come. All right, thank you very much. So I'm just going to hand this report. All right. This is simply our commitment. It's not the end of the journey. We're barely scratching the surface. And we want to be continuously held responsible so that we do better by our people and for generations to come. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. All right, let's hand out the goodie bags. Let's hand out the hampers. And for everyone else, please remember we have breakfast. We have breakfast, so please don't leave without having something to eat. Thank you very much. Please don't leave without having breakfast. We have breakfast prepared and ready for you.